must go.
We must go.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. Why do you feel I needed some space?
Customs officer, really? I don't know about this human trafficking, really.
I beg no vex. I don't get a visa.
Shut up!
The helicopter Bell 206B3 with registration number 5NEQW was reported to have hovered for some minutes before crashing into a fence separating two residential buildings, numbers 16A and B on Salvation Road, Okpadi, Lagos. The three occupants of the helicopter, a pilot and one other passengers, were said to have died immediately due to the impact of the crash, and the third person currently in an intensive care unit at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital last week, while the dead had been deposited in the mortuary. Before the evacuation of the debris, electricity supply to the houses affected were cut to prevent any fire outbreak due to fuel leakage from the helicopter. A resident of the area spoke on how they assisted in removing the three persons from the helicopter.
In the community, they now had land to just rescue them before the arrival of the Lagos State Emergency Board. But they came here, but they have taken the two of them to the hospital. The other one that was still bleeding, to take him to the hospital too.
Speaking to reporters, the head of investigation, AIB, Anthony Diepre, said certain materials have been recovered from the wreckage, but yet to retrieve the black box.
We did not see the black box before it was in. This kind of benefit because there are so many things. It depends, and the decision we look at them situations and answer exactly what has happened.
Mr. Ahmed Abba, Air Navigation Standards, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA), said when AIB were through with their investigation, the cause of the crash will be made known.
We'll wait for the AIB to do a thorough investigation, and then the NCA will thereafter implement whatever safety recommendation that they make.
General Manager, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Femi Oke Osointolu, said the area will be fumigated and the structure tested.
We are going to carry out material testing on all the structures here. We are going to fumigate this place. We are going to ensure the safety of the people in here.
It took the efforts of the police, the military, traffic and other security agencies at the scene to control the mammoth crowd outside the crash site.
Mr. Boyega Koshile, Governor Sanwo-Olu promises that his administration will work with all the relevant federal government agencies to unravel the remote and immediate cause of the accident. The governor advises residents of Okwebi and environs to go about their businesses peacefully. He prays that God will grant the deceased eternal rest and grant their families the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss.
Similarly, a former governor of Lagos State, Senator Bola Tinubu, has commiserated with families, relatives and friends of those who lost their lives in the helicopter crash yesterday in Lagos. In a statement, Senator Tinubu calls on the aviation authorities to investigate the cause of the crash. He prays that God consoles the families of the victims and grants the deceased eternal rest, and wishes the survivor. Okay, we've already told you that none survived.
Exactly.
Yes. Wish them eternal rest.
Well, if you're just joining us, it's the news on the network service of Radio Nigeria, 22 minutes past 7 it is. In the headlines this morning, President Muhammadu Buhari